mother of Brett Baden, who was killed on Rockville Pike in January of 2020. Mindy, would you like to come up and say a few words?
This is my son, Brett. My name is Mindy Baden. I'd like to thank the Action Committee for Transit, the Washington Area Bicyclist Association, the Families for Safe Streets for organizing today's event. I also would like to thank our public officials and everyone else who came today to hear our stories. I lost my 32-year-old son, Brett, in January of 2020. He was a pedestrian who lost his life on Rockville Pike. Brett was my only son, the oldest of my 3 kids, and he was the best son a mom could ask for. He was sweet and gentle and kind. He had autism, but his disability did not stop him from living a full and happy life. He worked at the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services in Rockville. He lived independently, and he was involved with many activities and organizations for people with disabilities. He had a quiet demeanor, and he was very well liked by his coworkers and his friends. He was an inspiration. He was a role model for all of his friends, and his friends and their parents looked to Brett as a shining example of all that a person with a developmental disability could accomplish. My husband Joe and I spent every Saturday with Brett. During the fall and spring seasons, we brought him to the bowling alley on Clopper Road, where he participated with Special Olympics bowling. He had bowled with Special Olympics for 16 years, and this was his favorite activity. Afterwards, we would go out to lunch and then run some errands before taking him home. When it was not bowling season, we still spent every Saturday with Brett. It was our special time with him. Now, when I wake up every Saturday morning, I am reminded of the precious treasure I lost. Almost 2 years have passed since losing Brett. There is a pervasive sadness that lurks just below the surface. It's always there. Many times that sadness bubbles up to the surface, and I spend days or even weeks crying at any tiny reminder of Brett. 2 weeks ago, my family, including my brother and sister and their kids, my cousins, and my daughters Holly and Jill, came from all corners of the country for a family get-together in Florida. With COVID, it was the first time many of us had seen each other since Brett's funeral. While I was happy to see my family and we did some fun activities, it was always on my mind that Brett was not there. I kept imagining him there. I kept seeing him there, knowing how much fun he would have had if he were still alive. I could not shake that sadness that surrounds my heart. My husband and I were able to spend some time alone with our daughters. We were so happy to see them and spend time with them, but I couldn't help feeling that there was now a big hole in my family. This hole will never be repaired, and it will never go away. I ask that county, state, and federal entities, along with the Action Committee for Transit, the Washington Area Bicyclist Association, the Families for Safe Streets, and other grassroots organizations, works to fix our streets so that they are safe for everyone and save another family from the pain ours is feeling. Thank you.